Ed Boon took the virtual stage Sunday morning at the 2020 New York Comic Con to discuss the recent DLC announcement for Mortal Kombat 11 and to discuss other MK-related topics, including the MK movie reboot. When asked about the movie, Ed may have slipped up and given away details about the movie that may have fans a little bit disappointed. Before that, guys, make sure to hit that like button because liking these videos lets us know that you love them. And make sure you smash that subscribe notification bell so you miss any videos just like this one. Let's get to the news. As I said in the intro, Ed Boon took the virtual stage at the 2020 New York Comic Con, with panel hosts Grace Randolph and Jackie Ozawa to talk about Mortal Kombat 11 and other adjacent Mortal Kombat topics. During his interview, Ed Boon was asked the final question involving the Mortal Kombat movie. He said that he had seen cuts of the movie but didn't know exactly when the movie would be released due to the Rona. He then followed up by saying he probably shouldn't have said that. Given his minor slip-up, it unofficially confirms what many fans had probably already been expecting, given other major blockbusters, that Mortal Kombat has probably been pushed back due to the pandemic. In recent related news, Cineworld, owner of Regal Cinemas, announced that they'd be closing their theaters until blockbusters were able to be released on a consistent schedule. That made economical sense for the theaters to stay open. If the winter 2020 movie season doesn't pan out, where exactly does that leave Mortal Kombat? Fans of MK have been waiting for a trailer for the new reboot, and with Mortal Kombat 11 getting a recent trailer announcement of a new Combat Pack 2 DLC with returning characters Rain and Melina and guest character Rambo, which has fans currently excited about Mortal Kombat and looking forward to November 17th when they can actually play the new DLC, it would be smart for Warner Brothers to release a trailer or teaser for the movie soon to get fans excited. We have 3 months until its current release date, so we should have gotten a trailer by now, I would think. Because we haven't got anything yet, and don't hear any rumblings of anything soon, maybe Boon's unofficial news of a delay is all the more real. So with Boon's unofficial news of the MK reboot being delayed, when could we exactly see a new release date for Mortal Kombat? At its current release date of January 15th, it was up against 355, the action thriller from Universal starring Jessica Chastain and Lupita Nyong'o, Peter Rabbit 2 from Sony, and the Aretha Franklin biopic starring Jennifer Hudson from United Artists. All those movies made for a pretty good spread for audiences of all demographics to pick and choose from. Looking at the currently packed 2021 release schedule, I can see the MK reboot possibly taking the Friday, April 9th date. The only movie set to open that weekend is the Bob's Burgers movie from the now Disney-owned 20th Century Studios. That's 1 week after the 007 film No Time to Die releases, and 2 weeks before A Quiet Place 2, and Monster Hunter release on April 23rd. If that date isn't chosen, they could possibly push back to August 27th, where the only movie coming out is The Beatles Get Back from Disney. There's also September 24th to be counter-programming for Paramount's My Little Pony. The main problems of 2021 is that with bigger Warner Brothers properties like DC's The Batman, Dune, Godzilla vs. Kong, and others have to take priority and be shuffled around, that causes movies like Mortal Kombat to get pushed back. Wonder Woman 1984 is expected to leave its Christmas release date, and it could take Mortal Kombat's January 15th spot. The other issue is that with 2021 being packed from all the shuffling around thanks to the Rona, it makes it hard to place the movie on a weekend where it stands a chance of doing well against other releases. There are some big name movies from other studios that could hold multiple weekends due to their popularity, so it makes it hard to find a good date. So with the movies getting shuffled around, many are being pushed to premium video on demand or streaming services. Warner Brothers could use more content to attract people to subscribe to its HBO Max streaming service, and Mortal Kombat could be a good movie to do that with. The Witches, a remake of the 1990 Roald Dahl classic, was set for a theatrical release in the US but was sent to streaming to make room for other releases on the schedule. Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, which was released back in April this year, has made over 2.6 million in domestic physical video sales for an animated film, with its availability on PVOD services such as iTunes and Amazon, so I'm sure it's made more than that. With the recent box office as of this recording have the #1 movie as The War with Grandpa starring Robert De Niro only making $3.6 million for the weekend, and older re-releases like Hocus Pocus making over $1 million, it may be better for Warner Brothers to put Mortal Kombat on HBO Max than make it available on PVOD. Currently, HBO Max is $14.99 a month and includes popular shows like Raised by Wolves, Lovecraft Country, amongst a wide catalog of Warner Bros. Movies and HBO shows. Here is some quick math to show that it may be better for Mortal Kombat to jump to streaming and PVOD. Let's say that a generous 200,000 people join HBO Max to see Mortal Kombat for $14.99 a piece. That'd roughly come out to $3 million in the first month of signing up. Then let's add PVOD sales and say that 200,000 people buy it for $24.99. That'd make for an additional $5 million. And then let's say 200,000 people rent it for $6.99. That would give you an additional $1.4 million. So total for Mortal Kombat going to streaming and PVOD can make roughly $10 million in its first month. So here are reasons why it might not go directly to streaming and PVOD and instead either say a theatrical release or do a dual theatrical and PVOD release, including 2 things: James Wan and its budget. James Wan has several movies he is a part of for Warner Brothers, including The Conjuring 3 and Aquaman 2, aside from Mortal Kombat. Given his history with the studio, they may treat MK just like any other bigger property and give it a theatrical release. The other reason is its budget. The budget is projected to be $40 million to $50 million, not including promotion. And while that's not super big like other blockbuster movies, as I mentioned earlier, theatrical releases during the pandemic just aren't becoming economical, and Mortal Kombat's worldwide release may fall short or maybe barely break even. While news of a movie release date delay is surely unwanted, there has been other recent MK movie news happening that will keep fans excited. In a recent interview with Inverse, actor Joe Taslim gave fans of Mortal Kombat reassurance. Taslim, who is set to play Sub-Zero in the reboot, told Inverse that there will be more of an emphasis on the overall Mortal Kombat ensemble, Sub-Zero and Scorpion included. As stated in the interview, despite their popularity in the games, Sub-Zero and Scorpion were bit players in the original 1995 movie. Taslim went on to say that the movie has a really strong script. When you think about Mortal Kombat, you think it's just good guys fighting bad guys in a tournament. But this movie is more than that. More story, more layers. For fans who love Liu Kang, who love Scorpion, who love Sub-Zero, they're going to get justice. For the fans, I have high hopes they would like it. So we think about the news that the Mortal Kombat movie was possibly delayed. Do you think that it needs to go to another date? Do you want it to go to streaming or PVOD, or do you want to go theatrical release and PVOD? In the comments below, are you even still excited about the Mortal Kombat movie? And what do you think about Joe Taslim's interview with Inverse as far as letting fans know that this Mortal Kombat movie, compared to Mortal Kombat movies in the past, is going to be more of a movie that fans want to see who basically love the video game and are fans of the video game. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. If you want more videos like this one, make sure you smash that notification bell. I'll see you guys next time on The Mashup.